shasi edie frata ene things are knocking things na be shasi free Chairman Bernard Enchi Buesiako, Chairman Bernard Enchi Buesiako, aka Chairman WONTUMI. A very good afternoon to you, the one and only incoming national chairman of the NPP, Chairman Bernard Enchi Buesiako. A very good afternoon to you. Now, Chairman WONTUMI, Edinya, just say, Uba Kolakra, Edim Chairman WONTUMI. Akodakra, Edim Chairman WONTUMI. Na ya oko eye Google, na me se me try ade bi ahwe because na mate. Se unya bo CH, now the A no ka ho a na popo aba. Chairman WONTUMI, most popular. Na just the dino apopo aba. Now, yes, you give a dog a bad name and hang it. Give a dog a bad name and hang it. And this if what a problem nim class or be ni power crown. Na chairman WONTUMI o, na chairman WONTUMI o, na chairman WONTUMI o. But for bina bisa say na chairman WONTUMI. Why dear ben? WONTUMI nkashe. Ufro bi ejina nchina bisa say na chairman WONTUMI. Chairman WONTUMI o na chairman WONTUMI o bisa say why dear. Oh huni obeka. Omo keka na biso beka bi. Omo keka. Ena benso meka bi. Chairman WONTUMI onya aban djuma. Chairman WONTUMI obia mfa na aban mu. Na se bia edin akese aye bobobobo ewo oban mu ha. Na jeze onondo di osefata so otena ne ka mu edi ni sika efili trebien. Na Chairman WONTUMI just because oye regional chairman of a political party, you know, he must be crucified. Yes, where we sika Ghana de where we sika do oriad we here. Yeah, kika ena me so me ka bi. Bana busuafo ye mfa ni gina entry nche enra se hu Emmanuel Kofi Amabua. Emmanuel Kofi Amabua. Hey! And this for the money so esu now because say second term of Mahama administration Sweden and Kabubejai, but still na Elvis free yankra honorable Ekorini Kube ewo Brazil oba no di esu na eba ayi Eduasare Kojo Eduasare former MP nkwa no ye former MP we odo so ba ya na je say the whole sem by pad osu and then so ama Kofi Bua Emmanuel ama Kofi Bua na at the appropriate time me bo eye videos ni nyina no see in declare state of emergency and no ba ya de ahen chedo esu anu no wasesa na no and then the NDC for no more and the NPP administration yin declare state of emergency on Galami. Emmanuel ama Kofi Bua meje December do na mahu video no trending a day oko channel 1 wasesa na no madi Professor Jampo ono efili so be criticize o criticize na dia na no dem odon so a day there or see and declare state of emergency under Akufo-Addo led administration a day Professor Jampo last Saturday or say Galami no krano o slow down on person obeka ho assembly because John Dramani Mahama at the fair 4 year e wo Galami ho said there what to Galami na se no there so slow down. There's nothing to talk about. Association of retired neutrals, and it can go on and on and on, and then you almost slow down because Mahama Abba Wama Professor Jampo appointment ATNA will slow down on the talk against Galami. Will be a all leading UTAG demonstration, and they or since you're near to wine until a year tunnel I win MP in sense until a year Chairman Swansea. So we hold do a year soldier for 1 minute. ATNA will slow down on the talk against Galamsey. These are the so-called neutrals we have in our society. Na enwa Emmanuel Ama Kofi Bua eti ni siyoye na ensem obehwie edigu ho uhuniti ehun de kon to send your withdrawal cases na Dr. Dominic Ayine trailer in Manila. They are singing National Service for they are singing or catch them say by the end of April or the Beba ama you invited 2 MPs any A+ no nyina Matthew Hwansem by the end of April. Dr. Dominic Ayine trailer in Manila ekosi say dede na no all year akwakosi say court yen konokwa dede no mu yegu ni paso. And the same thing that Minister of Lands Ebabeye ka brofo no wie ye and 350,000 bi nkofo jeje implicate ye forestry for na forestry for mpedi for most what in journalism no the 5 W's obo obidi and to be born forestry official bidi Chinese ni ben no to be born di enra na wa clamp bibia ba be ka brofo ye ya contaminate Tano Nimri Forest. Chairman WONTUMI waba out or say o mine ewo na dear no dear ebi a court anebeko say ya in the year 2013 NDC for etata Chairman WONTUMI say ya ekoshin the excavators 500 excavators in the year 2013 efa the sika efa the gold and almost shit the mining site samukai near friend Hansol mining in 2013 now President Muhammad Etiaku Yensu and also deny say empono and yes I had here can somebody say yo history is just repeating itself can somebody right say ya I share the 500 excavators. Actually, you could be a large Inusa Fuseni. Said excavators, not then to be share the 500 excavators. Or said there be a large Inusa Fuseni, former MP. Or said there be Yanshi the excavators no. Then we had the court Western Region Coordinating Council. And what they are the 500 excavators, Kwaku excavators, they see any as excavators. They see a large Inusa Fuseni. Or she excavators there. Air pollution. And Chairman WONTUMI on do not say yan yashini excavators, but yan dear yan shini excavators. Chairman WONTUMI the court or the court. I'm winning kids hands down $1 billion. Bapem ne konjisikan winning $1 hands down. NDC for instance NDC says a bapem ne $1 billion eshahwa Chairman WONTUMI enkoje size kano because NDC for bomu yomu bi bia kikabusa without basis. But said the okano also yes ha asem de eba court na ekro but to set the record straight Chairman WONTUMI mine ye Tano Nimri Forest no into when revoke license. What license are you talking about? Emmanuel Ama Kofi Bua, get your facts right. And some Mabekasa, WONTUMI mbo forest official biadi so mo jije bribe. No best self forest for this sakeke tarnishing their image. And then I want to buase now get your facts right. And some Mabekasa, you just go out there on rooftops tarnishing for image sakeke. WONTUMI buase why trailer in Manila. WONTUMI buase trailer in Manila. WONTUMI buase na mo predodo. We ya bibia nya facts writer. Afosi asodibu. Edi be na boy. Forest officials be. And WONTUMI ambo ba ku ready. Chinese for be. And I'm deport up. Yo. ewie na me kwa de fra dopa me nim say bia when the leaky ma NDC for you a fra dopa it will happen today it will happen hey adopa tututu now kwa eye NDC for Facebook page and it will happen today and then something will happen today I feel I'm saying na be see edu baby anu me kun mampon me nim what's happening at mampon. But it will happen today. No, I suspect to say President Mahama ebe to the bomb, and President Mahama ebe kan ho. Nampedi ampa, and news about beto, and say President John Dramani Mahama was suspended a year Chief Justice. Was suspended a year Chief Justice. Gertrude Tokono was suspended. Na eba the same asem that day ya say omo episode bu free na kunya so enti per article 1466 no eno so ogina so na wadi djuma or the akwakoma eye council of state edokra chief justice na TM say binya petition ni bio eno so bie Chief Justice Ashim Oman 10 days or the response Abba Waba Council of State Asashim a day and he who said what till what power a 5-member committee the persons of a year Gabriel Scott Puaman although a justice of the Supreme Court although Edna or ye chairman although the chairman and the justice of the Supreme Court, Gabriel Scott Puaman, second in command. Ushema Meka second in command, and I just say, Onune second most senior. Our bench no so. President Mahama and the Denetna so in the year 2015. It's your chairman of a 5-member committee. No. Justice Samuel Adibu Esiedu. A justice of the Supreme Court, or also a member appointed in 2020. Daniel Yaudomelevo, former Auditor General, or also a member. President Mahama, after few days are Obe Freehold, and Justice Anasa Daniel Yaudomelevo, Ebetna Akuyano so. Of the Ghana Armed Forces, or also a member, and the 5th person, a Professor James Sefa Jisa, Associate Professor of the University of Ghana School of Sociology, or also a member. And to say no dear petitions, miensa, and we understand that President Mahama and Saka almost say almost determine a year prima facie lawyer for brofo kwaba wapau a 5-member committee and as he said here and then per article 146 if I'm not mistaken lawyer waha per article 1466 I know you're 10 oh one more warrant say and suspending if I'm not mistaken I know 14610 one more by warrant say be suspending kopem say ye be dia no awie da ben e de be dia asem no e de awie ma afidie no na ha se ya ye be rura ensem awru na ene awie ye be ko ensem no so ye be ko ensem no so we have so much to talk about ajay drum yi e kon no ma me why aha yi yeah na minya fish why anyway ene ye ko ensem awro no na ene awie said the odim no eye lawyer ewa ha lawyer Evans Osei Bobie Osei Bonsu lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu ewa ha lawyer Evans Osei Bonsu of a year Obribua here and Associates Chambers or Wahado ene awie Sansuna Ernest Ejay Hey, that's a better here. And that's a J. And so a lecturer with a year KSTU, or no, or second vice chairman of the NPP Ewo Menchia North constituency. It's Ernest so Ewo Hadum ene area. But ene area was it last week or last week's Nana Bibi Sana say ene area the Honorable MP for Menchia North constituency. Honorable MP for Menchia North constituency. In the person of Honorable Akwasi Kunadu. Ewo jumedie so ene awie. Yade no ebe twetwe nkomo be hu sade ebe be ekoso the constituency. But lest I forget, Ono Akroya no ye deputy minister for lands and natural resources. Honorable Akwasi Kunadu ewo Efihadum ene awie. MP for Menchia North constituency and former MP, former minister, former deputy minister for lands and natural resources. But surprisingly, no when the time no when metidithu said Galami say ewo honti or babi suwanye bida ama kufi bu ankwa na tumi yesa magic no na we be so ewo microphone achi no apepa na dim no aka ne nsem ehuntro e de gum fine no asori ko. Member before Akwabe. No, member Akwaba. Nampacho wapo eye de.
Onyame adom.
Ye diabiase. Ye diabiase. Honorable Akwasi Kunadu. Member Akwaba. Jumeti so.
Bunya keke meje so.
Honorable wapo to say.
Jana adom bibi aboko meji tum se so ho ye.
Ya mi adom.
Ye de jana se.
Mensu be ho ye. That's it. Now constituency here to say your composition ground many wish you are
okay.
Anna
yes. Okay. And many mama yes
you second constituency is Zoboko Bibia Kosu
yeah
Kosu and I say because constituency I think I saw ABH remember Nana Kwame at the footages back home ye no be out to now presenting the amount to your constituents. Meaning say roof Nana and swapper. And Bidima Sema is here but it was quite disheartening. And one of the because me who
in fact if you did came here.
Oh
if you did came here. It should be 12 years ben online. From Makaka. It is school down or book room. Nabako so would Biase. Biase de ye in chance dying in the free so. But book room then the dynamo fans as soon in Anapa. No, you're dying by a computer lab.
In so be to John away there to area.
Oh, they're probably around 4:30.
Okay.
A part diner, Peja diner. But the name who cross our was over book room dinner. A Peja and chance in the free so no. It's a car queen. Ekugu efia e work na chi inside
maybe a car queen
sure
chance
na pagya ni nua na woda no so ni na across the kwan first row dantia we ni mu na abrosan we che so in between dantia ni abrosan no ne kugu fie no yam mfimfini yes
ankofo ate
zinyame abo ense na se wie ma yesa nipa ni nyina no bi apia akowura one day maame bi ne mama yensa de omo wo fie ne mu sa oye store o chinchinam ne ade we animo nyame ebo ano ene se ne dan ne gi enua ne bi tu ko na ko yesa ne a enchanse dan ne kugu ne dan ne wa bonte ne so na obeka wase obutu ne ma no so se be ya nyame a ne tumi so no eni dem ana ehu epi emze yenua no gidi fo na ya asori wo ho terms of mura dem tin ya ni bi bubu ye no ena ebi wo nipa miensa ba nyame adom mu na so ho ye but atorenchem kase sa no eni ewu a ebro so now what we are trying to do is me ne came kasa but I'm also me mama contractor akohe ye nuanom no call holidays on be nyame adom on the 6th of May in between that time I think say nyame adom beduro no na etimi asa roof di ama wo schools in India, so we are betting me school money. And this is not the first time. I think this is about the second time in the school. The other half, and also yes, sir. And during my first term, and also so almost about 6 classrooms. To my son, and also I was in our money. And I believe that some of the schools will not be any. Be 1950s cry, 60s.
Okay.
And money are there, and some of them no see a bit. But I think that it needs maintenance. But the who is a senior AC corner. Nyamiam ne pejan chance and sa could go fee ni yem. And be an any pabem, you know, an army and say we fee ni yemwa or ye bibia can't just. But I think so far, that is the challenge that we have. We will try and fix it before school video on the scene.
Say you be sure, but even crowd but the man, I think pictures and pictures then do nana crime ho and terminate and do the hunter would that try and get because it be a may share a woman phones no utumus very serious. I very serious. I don't know crowd in do nana crime a swapper a very serious.
I need to look at how is equal. And climate change. We know climate change. I say baby no. Weather no variations in the bemunoso. Until we cry, as a prokumarugu is raining and the tikumakwe. This is the beginning of the raining season in Po. So I believe that we must start having some disaster preparedness and education about. Some of them we probably can't prevent. Some of them we can prevent. They ain't prevent. And how do we prepare to contain them when they come? And I debate me are preventing any many as we have to also have a way. Debate me are starting at the home. I think it will call for say we probably may have a look at the nature and the structures of our schools, where we feel that some of them are becoming a bit weaker. We test the strength and viability of some of these structures. Yet me are finding
because we yamen concern kolano no money and some money school Friday no more yes because
Easter the Friday here can just say
because
a good Friday no yes man who dano any money who na throw me name in Persia so for no. So I believe that I think that now we must take disaster preparedness very seriously. Sebeya and yamana air corner bit me abwa. And I think that any schools no kwase na affect you. It affected so many other homes. Ebi mo nkyɛnse dan etutu yɛ de kɔɔyɛ ebi mo ammonia de me fie dua esi wɔ pan pagya akunya se bɔ me nua ba akona so ɛna ne kokromoti kura ho akunya metal chairs ammonia de. So it tells you that is the nature of how it's so. But so far as we are prepared to deal with some of these challenges, we will not make that one sway us from what we intend doing. The most important thing is see what are we going to do. We have to get it fixed. Sabeya Mofrano, any union between baby at come 6th of May on be school.
Okay. All right, you just heard from a year Honorable Kwesi Kunedu or MP for Benshia North constituency at the appropriate bayi footage said the Americano and could do the whole enteba said with all the network challenges and all. Actually, the big year the actual rep off no and the frame erba. But Ernest, Mema okay. Now where the
Yamiadu Nazwe.
Yamiadu.
Good. Edenyamiasi. Denyamiasi. Yeah. Denyamiasi.
Honorable no.
Aye. Keke. Ya bebechia asantimanu atifu nyina. Mze mintifo ba kwa mamoni die no babumi anafu. Na se ondo no se moyi wanhwe ne die kora nsase mu aba. Ene me na ma no ofre manopa. Na we adeno ye hunu emma adeno mo ana se die na mo se fro ntumi fo na ya na katekate ana fo die 24/7 me ya search chairman hoye
Yamiado
chairman die emreni brain nyina no empire bo na eboma no na Dr. Muhammadu Bawamianso ya chia no ya chia party mpanifo nyina lawyer na finshi apa na machia KSU VC ni all the lecturers around. I think say Jumedie any near see we empesu aso besre se timemufo no moy na said the niema honorable okay kan Jumedie wodi no ho no yebehwe na niema no nso no yenso abon ban emze nra community engagement ekoso all the 7 natural areas in Gusua, Yameya Dumua, Ebetuaso, Ebesre, say, Omonk Common. Na yana Yabambu, say, your Kwabonti and you who MP. MP in your brain, no more bands, no more Bekasa, in Yamre, Emma. Yeah, Emma, and you know, your best almost say, send me a young person, a cania, a cow. Na said a bear MP so betre and a motor wood to a best room. The next see a kutu a coca 5 in him say Yameya Dumoa near Etwasono or Mubeba. I'm an IFS, said the first and second one. Ayeno and one abon so corre a cunafo or bois a cunafo anye biano ye ma many and ananuma or mukunu a woja or mukoyo mado ya kama na senia ye kano or more or monsono Indian ruhono yabeba ho and mi se on abom deno sonso a ebobo daru no mu nyina ba na eniema ne na muntu na boye no nso no ya mo so ate tigege ye aseda na ye de ma wo mo a omutimi ba enrada ene ye memene da no nso no ye da mo ase
Yo, Menswe that's Ernest AJ, the vice chairman for Malaysia North Constituency, NPP. The name Otieno. Yabura and Sebudumu Prekwe. Now, honorable way let me crave your indulgence. Now, Menko lawyer in China Menfa because Galami say matters that Yabem Yabe the class deputy lands and natural former deputy lands and natural resources minister Sukra Ewaha. But lawyer, mention history ye make here na said the Chief Justice suspended.
Yeah. Very interesting. But before then, my mini kind and Fakonya Sunshia Dr. Ernest Uforisapon. Say, there be a Mr. Papa no, Yankopon man in chair na. WONTUMI Mua and Nipa Bebre. We say, the wire mameson, Dr. Ernest Uforisapon. Now, before Messan Kwasam no me chair party and Panifonia, especially His Excellency, the former president, the vice president, Honorable Kennedy Japan, and Honorable Kwabneje Japan, Honorable WONTUMI, and the rest. Now, Western North, Mestre Western North, Sefi Yoso, Mestre Commander, or say, Omodna Commander, or Sefi Yoso. Matter be a report to a woman be a who ne whereabouts at the moment missing person. A friend of Anna Akuya Ago, Western North. It is alleged say Obi Pekin a friend of Kwame Kyeremanteng. More na friend of enye easy. Whisker bebre or sa Western North or Pekin in the way no. If you were a woman up to now, police for enchino or taking a statement. Our mama Kofi. No more cockra, or more Kwaku the fear crown, or more noir than a can a police for me. No, I had no more. I'm telling the Western North district commander and as a divisional commander that person, that suspect, should be arrested and detained. Omonchino. You say, ain't mean now, I will crony a friend of Boakon. You say, a Bank of Ghana won't be or there be an answer for guide or Boakon. Ain't Western North commander or Bomadna say, suspect na allegedly say, or Pekino. And or they know as a walk on a fool. If you are a woman, Kwame Kyeremanteng, a friend, and yet easy. The police should get him arrested and detained. Omonchino, if you say any pankwa, and here, so brilliant to me, say, well, we are now way because law nature said just about 7 years and son what to me declare will be said, well, but why or a missing person. And that's at my Yehuno into Western North Divisional Commander Mongete Kwame Kyeremanteng. And yet easy on a Pekino allegedly say Ukosino Quem if you were Yehun, you was also seen or Quem Monchino on an Amosi see I'll be an affair. The person should be that suspect should be what arrested and detained. Now Munyam investigation because any pankwa na memra yasamno. Keke, you see, Mekase so it is governed by rules. into the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and then the boy in I home by. Now read Article 146 na actually because 1463 no actually find other justices of the Supreme Court to person remove woman. Just like what the best Chief Justice and the expert, a whole expert in a year because Chief Justice in a bit me stated misbehavior, incompetence, and I say the third one a can no Chief Justice in a bit me because we expert or the panel now obey you almost so many and only expert because what amounted to stated misbehavior no this is unimade and sound but when it comes to removal of what Chief Justice are Article 1466 no at the said to me no at the Kwakoma president. It is the question I was so busa when I say president ni expert or because at the end amount to stated misbehavior, incompetence. Say onye competent enough and an adwuma no wa anye ni no at the end amount to that. A here expert because why alone there with my expert who Chief Justice ni dwumadie. Eti o receive petitioner. Now was a petition or consult council of state. Nafi before then, prior to that, no already the case of Ejechum and Akwete versus the report Aina. Ubon says a case no a state procedure no Professor Dateba a state procedure na was all fast no as a copy cry was all my Chief Justice no copy before ansana wa consult council of state no. But massa until such Chief Justice no a request here before answer the copy mano until homidi kan ka say kana mini Chief Justice kra na anka ho ye procedural impropriety into benya abotre ama o maye de omo ye bia wie na wie a wakokota kobo say procedure no mo fa so ma fa so but Chief Justice na minim in fact or entitled to one opinion na minim the entire Chief Justice a press as on one kasa omo man a copy of the petition because now so otwen na koma edigu no mo digu wi ani nyina aka technicalities no na de akobo asem na amasa because my many feel say bia ne hu ni asem what are the sense of Chief Justice e de be bone na oya allegedly obi ahu petition mu asem but the air can say ebinum see say Kwaku
I also feel say a leaky
portions a leaky so portion na absolutely the ebinum can say as a opuni case opuni Republic versus opuni and Ghana Cocoa Board director no the case na your transfer also a case no more ye na your appointed judge and retire honey one friend is saying justice honey nuga or retire hononiga into retire no and appointed say Jima justice Jima be the buy into no buy not just a case na travel konanim am ye di asem na ma asem na konem witnesses ne ne nyina kasa ono buy no san be ma case na start di novo. You can't de novo na it was starting afresh. And no muna Attorney General am so call a piece of company because the case I did do we na say started de novo there. Na no quite affect the fundamental right of accused numpo into one penny say yen science and science. It was highest happy no society e muna omo transfer just the Jim and so then ba Kumasi. But the issue is and now here open Okujeto Abrakwasu case. And now be Republic versus Alicia Mahama. And so case it is alleged says Adema when you
because a moon seven and also so the question was a for supply that these are leakages that could be anyway.
It is alleged say into a non Anna and also a transfer case in the Bekumasi. The question I was so busa say your transfer case ye wo hono matama ye wie school and your coach rade no ye ma letter say coach rade say you will be posted to where your services will be needed. And the other call baby our services be needed. In terms as a Chief Justice, all right, say some no ultimate pointy obi and also ultimate transfer obi. That is the question. And it's a case because next what transfer will be the no call baby or was said to me nana only said to me. It is suspension now president there by virtue of Article 146 clause 10. President will can say or ye and fifemu bi and as what two panel be and a committee be more yen hwemu and that committee na a committee of filter mo na ebe filter ehun ni say na emra ne kire say e was say two justices from the Supreme Court na yes two nipa miensa ka ho and justices of the Supreme Court ba ko be chairman adano na nipa mienu ba be kan wani kwan say obi ye member of parliament and as obi ye lawyer and as obi ye member of council of state. In this for na a formal panel no ma be hwem to establish a prima facie case against the Chief Justice. Na no kra no ta or the authoram partem rule no a principle of fair hearing. I was say yeah juma because about 2 years after Chief Justice will be heard. You betie on near or becanfa petition. Witnesses will be called upon. Say you better witness. Bibi is Alicia case in a bit mabas. You better witness. Abba said the entire be a transfer away kwahana bibi at a no establish a prima facie case and no more removal. However, my point I mean making is say as at now lawyer because or see a friend or a historian and not or your friend Jima historian. Now that meeting no no bribo and also Hello FM. But a brand meeting no catch say you remove Chief Justice because what transfer with Nakwa, what transfer with Nakwa. You make sure Safi the above point no you neutral. The question is Sa lacuna na a Article 146 clause 6 nimuno. Lacuna na a say ufi say president na kwa appoint say nipa no edena ba no. Sa constitutional review committee no. You review what am I amend this portion of the constitution no ansana. Wo ba be yesa de we yana question nanka no chi Jima na say Jima no historian no ogina so nanka me woso bia me bisa no asat no say lacuna bi wo article 146 ni ma ye shortcomings bi e wo ma ye amend this provision no ema ana say ye nye no foforo ema unu say ya ye esafi the president bi ani ho kwan say wa appoint nemo ye de akose ebia enkrofo we nsa and I say committee of experts to be or parliament, and I say you're the member of council of state to be appointed or some appointed chief justice. Yes, I didn't. Now what you know see I say why your bonny winter was here remove when to say no be boy catch and say or you're fool and answer or your embodiment of what CPP NDC and anyone was or Kansas and one no makate na no be boy in free no end day say conversation. My point in say what are the sins of the Chief Justice? Chief Justice Bonnie Benwaye. We read the Article 127 of the 1992 Constitution. That's what say judiciary non be so yeni jume die any kwasa we interfere. And the Chief Justice also a power to transfer. No power to transfer a matter to a different judge based on certain reasons. And maybe or there a different judge. And also so does it not amount to an interference? Also be interfere say why yes I didn't into you remove nana by virtue of Article 127. Are you not also interfering with Chief Justice no on an administrative work now no so nana? And the make can say so be planning so be you everywhere until na make say Chief Justice e honum in fact only the dear battle yam from so say petition or request some man a copy because nipa no my imagine say omo be you o ye dan ya o my imagine so be you although o my appoint to omo no me wogidie say some de pepepe ye adwuma minim say no kora ne beda di ma Chief Justice ho nka however abaya wo ye na adwene say be you afiri ono de ono aba no point kora no odi nipa ne ba no odi hwan na de Puama JS
Gabriel Scott Puama.
So who appointed Puama JS
by President Mahama
appointed and not Justice Puama no Kwama me say there is another pin against Justice Puama.
So
is it not a conflict of interest because Justice Puama JS or no so no a mo na mo appointed no it may be no case one year Justice Puama no person de be sha nine because they have an agenda say omo person omo establish parallel court tribunal no me pussy omo call for the omo court tribunal ho two either they have an agenda to amend a portion of the constitution and so be making sure President Mahama betima ko bi 3 if you so much happen so mo fairly various courts with omo there then omo justices and I say omo a lawyer for no omo judges
but also will be dangerous.
You see it will be very dangerous for this country because so man careful no remove Chief Justice also appoint here it will be appointed now appointed we are amend constitutional review no akogina so amend Article 146 no aka tell say the dem appointing no be ntimi remove nana because can we say who appointed we are we the MPP so beba power it MPP so also make sure say they also appointing no so ba obi so be petition it's a matter of so MPP member bi ko check ras no so the petition aba because your lawyers be MPP member say your petition say you say and 2 stated misbehavior and incompetence no enema grounds a ekomu ansan wetimi aka say we stated misbehavior na we incompetence wanye ne ye no messages are expert nkwa na betimi ehunu enti does it lie in the mouth of the president and answers our committee so omu say I establish a prima facie case because stated misbehavior enti adinu because why not you so obey you you kwan bi obefa we are no answer committee so my establish what prima facie case and answer Chief Justice ya wo nkonsa na ya yi wa firi ho by a dangerous precedent and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or person or seti because ya wo oman na judges bi ya form ne akokun omo ama yedi hu afofida e wo oman mu matters day eno a lawyer for ne ade di hu yaw bi kokwa ye fa so e fa omo kokun omo no e be si sene explanation papa bi akurant me mai na chief justice nso a ye de ne office nso gro atopre ese bibia ni ana obi petition say ye remove no na bra na meti anoche no eye me nwanwa sini anoche no asema no kasi yenyini free ho chief justice na ye say yenyini free ho
na say o pia omo ko sala
why na appointee Puama JSC Justice Puama JSC enye John Dramani Mahama His Excellency and appointed Justice Puama no be so a petition afa Justice Puama so on so stated misbehavior and incompetence almost be aya e dey tin asa nipa no okwa afa ne se ombe act na pursuant to Article 146 clause 10 ne there o dey suspended na ne there ye dey to say law no makwan because of interference ekoba se sa panel no mo wo ye head wo mo so a Wasam can be den so betimi ayeden aka nti wo say suspend wo in respect of what Article 14610 of the 1992 Constitution. But the point is just a Puama wa appointing so me act ono so petition ni bi against no obi so petition
but lawyer answer na bia meko honorable Nembo Ernest to so who say a Vincent Asefua enso the case na ko
yes
but bia the question is no na medim senke bi obobe twentwen so na no akwanim but the last time it's attorney general can say there be odo the only advice be or the President Mahama because both President Mahama and the Republican the clients it's you don't know the obey bia no oye ho no kakra no won say because there's a case in court journal and answer yet to
some no kwa no representing na enwa say waso no asa be attorney general and Minister of Justice. Na nukura chine de na ema na huni se o place some delay tactics be say eku asase hwan African conference be into the case was ajan Senedai ani enim data de befre but unim de na ma me eye dangerous aye mi hu e kakra on se sa particular case na omo course no the age ne ye na ode court one of the reliefs no ne betima e mute ya ka se mute what kind Republic versus Odiga obehunu Odiga na ya American ni a okọ or a black American na okọ white school and no more racism among person be kono de asem no kokọ to siwe no nti drew time a ye di asem na na the school na friend back ese bra betina mu na eye ne a wo person ye bia nti ma case ni be ye moot ewo nti wo buy your principle of what mootness ewo Ghana legal system to mootness no case bi wanti atene general akra petition amode case ne kokọ to one of the reliefs na me hu ni say wan hwa bia enye say me preempt court na na say bibia say but we say one of the release now music ni bi be there be man na moot because one also one serve chief justice or why am call request your chief justice call request your na no de copy command so court ni ko determine den e be ma ho aye moot to anhwe ya court ne mra obaka say relief no e ho no nkwa wa ye afim because aye moot 17 wa 7 na wi e je ho na me ka say nka wo chief justice also but we age na what represent wa kure also na say represent that's conflict of interest now say wo reason as attorney general free wo ye point attorney general fofo what you say iti say wo sha a clear indication say a plan diabolic as a chief justice no kwan bia so ya faso ne remove ne free we should look at the competence of the chief justice. We should look at the cases I handle say cases no kra no ye dia kwa we opese wunya chief justice no say or appointed judge be the ne by no you obi through let the determination of the matter no enko na wie ye ne yembu anwie ba
ba unche ni atwas but say na ya suspended why na hwe actually
anya Puama JSC justice
Puama na hwe actually
yes and abafoni
because he's the senior most now
so because Puama na second Puama na second
was appointed by President Kofo.
Yes.
Okay.
He was appointed by President
was appointed by President Kofo. That was I think in 2008. Yes.
Okay.
And Puama in 2015.
Yeah, Puama in 2015.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously, the senior most now, Bafuboni.
Okay.
Justice Bafuboni.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know, ordinarily, if the Chief Justice is not there, but Puama in the end, as a proper crime. So the Chief Justice obviously do not have to be the senior most, and they can be chosen among any of them. Money at the I mean, no one said, yes,
okay, not just necessarily say, Bafu Boni, bet to me about
no, because if you look at the current Chief Justice, she was appointed somewhere in 2019. And they appointed the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
She was appointed somewhere.
Yes. Somewhere around
2019.
Yeah.
It's no. So the number for Boni or not Pramai or and I need more retirement because currently, if you look at the composition of the Supreme Court, we are so be here dear na me na menya yanko be lumba boss anyu. So just here to any because if you look at the composition, I think there are 15 Chief Justices, 15 Supreme Court, and just about 2 of them. So Justice Bafuboni Fiwo in 2008. Now Pwamai in 2015 Fiwo. All of them were appointed by His Excellency the former President Nanado. All of them. Because I think that it's somewhere around 2019, 2020, 22, 23, 24. And omo mo honi nyina. It just say enuam no ewo omo trimu podada. And omo de nam. Because they feel say say nipa ono ba ye ne pen so na he had the opportunity of appointing nipa dodo say money ade because obere mu a and am no tie the officially ni ma me ne charge away
yeah
Chief Justice get
but I don't know what say global info analytics to be quiet survey say ba be the yina na say ba
because nipa no onim de why because because give me the bare facts. Mami hunu eni manite na sitie. Eni enim de mami na yo. Ti say committee ni penum no ba. No ma recommendation ni we are na say ye piano dinako. We are not offered an opportunity say even petition ni omo the petition because where the message, the messenger, and even the mode of the message in economy is very important. Speculatively, any about cases are not yet dintia. Ebi enunti na feel say yedi maame no de free ho ohema obia no change on something obia be interested bi ebi na nipa ye me wo fancy bi na udi na asem nipa ye kan so no ye one of our gurus in our party and udi na asem na o transfer obi money and lawyer made a fantastic submission. President wo we which me appoint 2 ministers who appoint ministers ni na ye vetting we are so me vetting for health abet my na co defense obi anka hwe. It is part of your administrative duty as a president. Obetimi ayi nipa na free so free finance. No messing call ebia energy. Your administrative duty obi antimi nka hwe. And the Chief Justice no aside say the judicial duties na the core mandate all here so no she also is the administrative head of the judiciary. Ebia okra wunnim nie ntia. Obi kra ne bi requested for transfer ema oye den or the transfer no on solid grounds. It wouldn't be so the no na reasons because or transfer will be money idea and may but we know say it can be part of the reasons why person we Chief Justice if you are then we are not even being fair to that same institution and anyone amongst them biana be no opportunity ne biano. I don't think say if this becomes a reason to they tatai umia banwa I was say there and I say this on this basis I say okay learn can audio term pattern. Let's say Sushefan Yimia or so Uti Ubia, the answer no idea, Odiabia. And I'm saying this and remembering ourselves, and maybe Nianum lawyers and somewhere by ya or more council and Nima ye be cool if your money idea. They were not given an opportunity even to see Nipa no money a day. Eka 7. We know. Me jutu wakuma we say and no allow from paying for any a titre for no mutana sans so a buy no. So we have another opportunity. Because you ought to appreciate and understand that the obo me kwe do no or your wine. Now look. So tribunals na pesa otia. So otia Attorney General here. He was being asked the question say, I say now in the press conference first one. Meet the press no. I say people are saying he should go to court but he's not willing to go to court now when you're ready. Do you know why? You start here the baby by say oral. And you say oh dying be crowd painting white for crown I say we be antimi painting dying white just say dying where we are carry where we are ye na mutro book be say ye the command His Excellency the president papa baako wo mu enne oka nipa nnum yi ho. He was part of the ORA, former Auditor General Ndomlevo. He was part of the ORA team. The yesu yenim ana the misu minim and say it's a minimum so be used to tribunals. Nobody is saying say because it's our constitution, it's part of a regional tribunals money and there. You know how the composition of tribunals here. You know even the burden of proof the cross any city anyhow with the evidence. You need to carry no as compared to say the court, the hierarchy of the court structure anymore. And when you do a seminar because someone be a seminar ordinarily should not necessarily the panel should not be composed of one lawyer. And when you are making no and you a lawyer for money idea. So in my be appointed and you been when you are be appointed to they know they don't have weightier evidence to do also now they don't use the tribunals and the tribunals they are going to use it as the court of public opinion. You do some call you can now because they will just put out the evidence. No one will skew evidence and they send you see pen there no more they acquire. It is a be an person way, and you don't want to go on that tangent. And money are there. It will be so you know free home. Now we are you appoint your own chief justice. You appoint your own chief justice. We now if you say because we are he may be an nature. As when you come and you about to also three can and yes, about to also three and corner to ask me and say penalty. In my inbox, yes, we book on to ask me and say me a penalty near the amamo. Is a chief justice? You're not 146 here, boy. We are not electoral commission. So say chief justice. So say chief justice. Then we be determined there. Na keke. May you lawyer free ho. May permit ya kwa me yin free ho. Na me na me do aba betena ho. Ye nyi kwa me and ye bebo ye ni ati. Yes easy there so kra beto ho ye do. Oh. I know see the challenge I am having is say nipa numu no kwa no ordinarily that is what the constitution say. It's no problem. But at least as people, I see as you but I plenty a chief justice na den. Edna Kwaku jino. If so if we say we trim fine and give us an opportunity to also know. Because here na Mamini chief justice as one of the arms of government. So that we can also decide that omoko take decision bia. Am yesu yetinye hunu say we dey ojina bibi aye botaye titri pa na akwatia Mamini bobre so di judiciary nanim. As a chief justice in camera. Yeah. It's here until you. But you never tell it. When we are 30 minutes, we be the because that is the decision. You can't because the air connect majority. Any passo the idea quid so no. I said, oh, yeah, they are a bone massacre to our brows. But the Yankai democracy, I hear chichi. Kemamin Kabia Memoir, chichi. And yan Nkwani be you. It is not only with the removal of this chief justice or not, any baby. Can we say, Abuan Nempie, the Podian Caneto. Now convoy the crowd to say, and a becounsem. The way you all book quiet to watch. Mamina Muna some fan on the ground is every one may busa crown and cast some crap fan on crank, one fan we any kayama. To how then do you even decide, say, the says, any care fan come because at least. I was so who the entire will be born a quedu. Now they decide was a quedu. I have one who ye kakra with their baby. A lawyer for the court. Okubo was you. I know the only same be one, but you can't present us in a judge and was open your defense. What I say? Okay, submission of no case. I said there be money and then you money and you inquire say more. So they say, your man, when you're watching more say one day of filing submission of no case money and goes a prosecution. I do be in a or say. You are not we are atrocity because and now prosecution here no what filing you need all better be you and anu ye kakra we are there be way there open your defense so we should give people an opportunity there ko yin any there chere yankase putu say
and going forward crowd there must be amendments say amended portions na at 146 you
see the danger we are heading
to two justices or two you know was so the crowd questionable yeah
there is ya chichira ya kwa enim ni nyina no na e fa futu free ne mamu esi o because enye na make no enye na nko asem ne ye ka o. And we should be very careful how we are handling the institutions of state. some of them constitutional bodies and money are there. We should start thinking and moving ahead in life. If you do ebre, and then if you do asami. The Fourth Republic in a survey and I lasted for 33 good years. In 1993 we started here. This constitution started in your drafting in BBA in 1992 May. I think May 15th or May 20 something. And we sent it to. It took full effect. As a new democracy starting in 1993, 7th January. It be a near maybe in Botaye Bini and Yesusudi BCT. We should know that we are growing far beyond money personalization of things. Money are there. That's how social media say a chairman, Chief Justice in a picture be in a video be is why in the news media help. Say be nice. Now be nice. Said be about to 29. Money are there. You don't want to change the whole country to sue to send your house pen. And money are there. You start home. You can't say money about we see and find home money are there. But chance you ever found home. Do you know why? A start year na eko na ye nua no nkuma ya form school. So be kaya. Ya fa for modwuma. Revocation of appointment. Nurse for Munkofie, teacher for Munkofie, or more for modwuma from September money at Munkofie. After we go so, we form before December, after December 7 Munkofie. As we are snare by December 7th. And we ma baba born for the amaye. Once a year ni sa near de ko. I say me who give fake for advert. Ghana investment for electronic communication money are there. The more advert be a more here for various positions money are there. Already a microphone or more holding in the Momukofi okay. Omukofi no. The appointee be a me congratulating a bit more dada. But there 2 days, 3 days ago no. I feel that those positions now the man for ame abo mabaso ayede adanya me asia mo money are there. Me asa advertising e money are there akọ. So they say, it be a next starting to be as a but in this particular matter, we must be very careful. We must be very, very careful because you are setting a standard and a precedent now they are told. So do you think that when you are Jehu and ne quiet here first? The mechanic say you when be what here say what's ye can nobody is above reproach and rebuke. Ebi ana botaye bi ana bibi pa bi when obi nkan to say obi aye bibi a etia ne dwumadia all dear because the president is not even above impeachment. Because the president is not above impeachment when waye niema bi a anya imoni ade. But can you say some kase bi a bana frankensi so and some kase bana frankensi so. You see now, you feel by the nature of how the elections went, money at the end. Anything at all under this sun is for them and they can do. Because can you or honey do a sans, no more or honey do a sans, or to a banner pie, ultimate take a decision there. But then, or ya or any of your watching soon 187. Dom Kumana, yes, you're only 88. So as you know that admitting say nipa eduokuna na ohakra ama wo mfakro betima eduaye o the assembly 20 year kwa yento so aba 187 188 denya da obetima edu peso ye bia entino eno fi say sabre we munu a also yamuka say hit it when it's hot. You hit it when it's hot so be obetima mod no so we otomfo no ya oboni jenim sa bi so bo mu him ni say wo se jane so na odi eyina tum dade na tum na deseko we so obone trafo yitu anu obo ntwa menyo if is a be so me nan ni ntina bato no honhom da so gina amanfo mu yeye mu ne ade nti yenye ni nyina amfa ase ne nkontem maye ni nkonkowi o ya Kwaku we so we na fa say we Chief Justice we was we but the Supreme Court will still last. And then look, the Supreme Court tries on the interpretation of the Constitution and they set precedents for the lower courts to follow. And then also if you look at Justice Bafu Bonia, say no be act as the senior most, we didn't fear do democracy, Fourth Republic in Ebano, no a lawyer need that. If you look at the justices on it, Monia, almost all of them started their career money at the no, almost all of them before he end this in the MPP then ever. But some many now inside it doesn't mean that the person is against me. And some of these things, no be more a geni current pa in the last embers of the 8th Parliament. Yes.
Yeah.
Emra Parliament ya itwe mu no ekọ na wiye 4 vacant seats, 4 non-vacant seats. And if you remember, na call to her and money idea, and she sat in one of the cases which nam work call to them or that day need direct on my judgment money idea. I've already no money idea. Now if I started, then they were gunning up. Editia said be money. And what nipa no na ba beto ye hunu. He said that take 146 or the 146 next 30 year no problem. We will follow. But the message almost more corner say omo nkan hunu oyonko da eno da yeah can keke emra ni am amofra na kofie no because of the timing of the appointment me na me fuma nsi was amatom because of the timing of the appointment of amofra nkuma no mu no ye ofa asefo no ye nua no mu a ye fa o madwuma last year ni kofie no ebi mu letter na date September me obi ani de ye June ayi na die ba nse ne radom level oka enipa numu ya omampanyin Mahama apa omo ko he Chief Justice Gertrude Ensimuno when the date they appointed on 19th of December 19th December 2016
2016 yeah
19th December
yeah 2016
ni ato abama na watch me ensa se mienu ayeden aba obi appointed no September of 2024 ansa kra na yakoto abampo no ono pamo no ene wakwa ba mene anya sa papa na ni date of birth ya asem no
na ni date of birth December
ono na ya odita panyin organ yesi kasema ebedie o mind processes ni programs ni ade na ye fa so no enyo na ohwehwem bono akwa date of birth we hunu me be ya asem o man mu yeah but ni nyina na say every time ye ren fini ma o ye kai into yonko da no da on kai mra no ono akwa ni date of birth na ohunu na be ye issue o man mu ha okono o mana kuma ne na adwene eni nyam suru nkasa nkyere no but honest, but one quick one. Impact on the independence of a judiciary. No, I don't know say in this case. Because now maybe quick with her.
You see, Kiki, and now make us say, of your committee now appointed now. Say independence no because a dear friend says so be independent no in fact me no to assess it na very dangerous it's a subject because the point I'm making is you see sadom levo ya can ask ma wakofa no a wode na bai obi any dom levo ba bi ogina because time o dom levo date of birth kra ho ba asama ya ka no na NDC for na support no
yeah
and MPP so see enyino say nipa wakofa na ba say onu momumra emetma sa panel na committee ni subi etu ade na betima ma ohunu se sa nipa we were independence or the prima facie betu edwa kama abra onye bias to ame no because clear NDC for now they omo eba minimum other panels no any betu ebesan ka no
okay 5-member
no justices of the Supreme Court in the mini problem
okay
but other 3 and 2 people na beba be kan dom levo ho no
let me quickly see there's Gabriel and you know now can list 5-member Gabriel Scott Puaman or the justice of the Supreme Court or the chairman and a justice Samuel Adibu Esiedo also a justice of the Supreme Court appointed in 2020 and you what Daniel ya and a major Flora Baswanura Dalugo of the Ghana Armed Forces for a member and a Professor James Sefa Jisa Associate Professor University of Ghana School of Sociology and our minister I don't know
KK many problem about the justices of the Supreme Court you see I've read a lot of decisions of Justice Palmer I mean when he said decisions be out the baby notwithstanding the fact that say he was appointed by John Dramani Mahama Justice Palmer obia in fact or the decision by a come and I like in fact I love most of his decisions it me ready no authority there is a decision a J versus a J a matrimonial case so ready Justice Palmer decision or the buyer in fact when he budget it was a justices be a minimum said me wojidie won sana justice asiedu I believe justice asiedu the problem on kwai dom level other 2 people no they mention that ni mo yi but me problem kwai dom level because minimum said dom level although he's a very nice gentleman but he's going to do an agenda for His Excellency John
Ora so share the cancer Ora now so partisan so very partisan
enti ama ono nko na me hu ne say in fact ne independence na meti me establish ne there in fact me doubt kakra
no they be can here
yes
the president has the power to
and also establish prima facie case na ye ma wo kwan a ye say ye court ye kona ye submission of no case a ebi wo hono ma court no na ye honorable ka no you see who open with defense crowd nti they tell say court no wetie prosecution na sem nyina awie no utie wie a you don't need to even open your defense no yeah submission of no case based on ebi agototo prosecution witnesses no no and this is so inconsistency wo mo ekasa anim edu gina so another submission of no case and the court will not let you open your defense so the merit of the matter no yenkum it's a prima facie now we establish no but me just say the honorable kind no yes honorable Dom Lovo ese kwa okono ma ni nyame enyi nanim na onfa no kore fi say eneye obi o wachina enso na so aduru so 10 o ye den MPP besan ba
honorable be kan the lawyer there okay there President Muhammad mo say opese NDC for ko bench no so omo ko bench no so eti only 13 here NDC
lawyer for so be you maduma o court that doesn't matter bench
so say that's my din me who say na say NPP call say omo gina say obi aye din
na keke obi ba ya sheka kaku ya nim tibi be wura ufie na ya bo na tie akura yiri me faith say we step wa bonta na woni me dey besi na beka na Ghana ba so
akokan bi o ka dey azu na je won ka
ana keke yo
there me kan say two legal brains do ma ka o ma se ye dey be ka dey ma mo ti ase se sebe okwase anim so do kono abene nko ano eto hye a ogitum sa abene keke committee a lawyer can say omunko ye djuma me say sa committee wo ye soro obofo ye do ka ho kra there's no way be fa ni pursue NDC so ba bi wura ni mu because ade na ya agenda ya setie omu opposition no mo kan se mo de mo ntwe na ye ba ano maba no mo ye ho adwuma so what else
now with the NS facha me anopai na me ka me sorry ye just social media obi adim say me sa na beko yes press kuku ba se mo ben this fojina mo social be Facebook whatever bibi besi fiti anoko
yes because so my year home meeting
obi anti mo ba
what you say they know everything na wonim yeso hwe ofonsa hwe wo de na ye me ya say omo a sa professional mu no omo na eso so na ye me ya no sa anye bia sa timwo for committee no so na megboa enne ana o se de Kwaku agi wachina e de bere ya frempon emre se na wo be di 4 years ana e very damning e de ma omo a omo suamra na omo yemra nimfo e damning e dangerous in their path of career huma homo hu yi esa de mo man no na I think say aso man o se ehwe na se wo se emre bi ne ye e de bosom positions bi ho ban a ye because ade omo ye nyina e chesno mo ne ye to omo ya de akopim yisi a no omo ye so omo anyi ma me we ya ba ye den maami wei ene stamping block do ma wo mo enti se nyi maami ne dia se ne eti bi electoral commission so beko you understand na ya dia eye ka ade ma wo man no eye ka o eye ka because maami ko fie obeteki everything also offer so na also yi na die una so onko tena fia na meboa ana mizona bona oze no so far as our chief just want to manage biem
yes no biem
enti now si yade ne kroro o ko tena fie ko didi I hope say the bibi obeji won be ma no na the next person so obeji the same thing me so boni man DC me mompa ye boni ma wo mo 4 years one by yes and your when you na sa mom de akudi and then look at the way near my bro is he rising and then and can you do aba Galami say one sem I say beba so anyway you know
so be ba ni na rightly so said you walk along but be na di free band am shishi
yes I'm telling
you yenya bibia ade na say legislature and a judiciary na executive na ya Supreme Court yi na ye call ye say bia so bia say bi na ya koto aba anye ye na di court ye po yo ni afa ne sa na ne ye besme na say ye besme ye be perceive say bia we no di omo ye NDC for their party omo enti do so na ne dey ne besi
enti se me se ne ye kan na makọ elections na nya me da ye tuo na metwe me nya da
are you serious
yes me nya da
because we need to be awom
yes
because omo ye NDC
because omo ma hunu say wo bonadwon pa obo ye nie and for that my so be pack enti me dey asem kon kon akire wan I say join the money man ma to no akofa omo chene ayi na se na akotena akonwa no so oh yes ya dia ehu ya dia ehu ma wo man no na se empanifo hwa omo hwa no mo kan yi emoayen o kwa bia so asoman
Ghana Bar Association obi aye dey
oh I say Ghana no I don't know say NDC ba ye no so mo di hu bi abese Ghana for nsia chichiri Ghana for ya adwene ya no because we say the NPP to so na the wi an kofo si kasa abano ade abano nya kwetimi babonten press conference upon press ko be keka niema na omutimi tena se bibia nya wo mo ne yetimi gye wo mu di na ne eniema ekoso yin civil societies hwan for ne hwan union wontehwe ko se bibia nsi wo man mu tie besre ye di o man no a peace e di agro ye di o man na so due e di agro na o se ma don mani hama na mani ko ni ti ase se ye di o man nchechire ye no man kan ko no man sika se de hye o monsa eno ene de hye o monsa wo mo hwe na se niam enko yie electricity bills ne sebe light of ahodo ekoso na nkrofo nyuma wo ka so wo de ye 24 hour economy ena eba of which electricity is integral part of it. A integral part of it. Unya start empo ana de hoda da nugu no na wontimi nwene niema we hu
na nya na watade 43% na ode ato I just say 11 44
that is it
1% na we remove no na ode be increase 43 abeka 1
so the bonkuma man no ni fe
mo se mo Ghana for se mo pay 11 we 11 if you no electricity in increment tariff ode ko 44%.
And also ye din yete ho so ti ase enti wo say ye timi esine people e ka kire wo mo sa ba bi o mo do ma nani adan ni o mo de koro no o mo di ahwa menem o mo di o ma na ahwa menem na niema e kono keke se ya hwe ya
ehu
se bia me se ehu fa no mo sa mo se na emebunu ba twen sekan emebunu ba fatu. But I said they say here. I say you yes a Ghana the Nkansah e bin you, but you yes a Ghana the been to Ghana the pass J or e bin see that Ghana the Nkansah e bin you, but and ye man na aircon keke ehu enti yesre wo mo ye nyina yete o man yesre NDC don't money mahama oni ne mpeni we say wo yi MMDCs wo yi yan hwe na niema enko yie na sebe emo man na manfo ho kire se cement se cement akwatwe wunya bi so a konko achi konko na na de am se na de teacher fo bi ne workers bi na mo kasa megima ketua mintimi to so men se mo gia o mo to create baako oh yes this na mo to create baako because yet ase say ho kire but say ye to abama NDC a o mo hwe so mu mai say wonya bi kra na wato wo kreska wonya bi ni wato
one trip ye ko be 2500
one trip they say now 4005 3000 for 4005 anwea wo do pa bi line no mo fra no mo kan kire wo di anwea ne nam no What you say? Cement. Yeah, if it's a plywood, normal plywood, and here do both ceiling. They're saying, and they building at 135. That's a 75 Ghana cedis. Yeah, type. So what you say? Send him away in a coso. Eh, yamo, you know, and you might share. Now, Kwaku Asebi, Omo, Bomo, Bromo, Yomojuma. So because say the more person mu ye mo be yentino ana modu mu ania kosi wo mo so o man nchechire ye hia mo na me ka kire wo mo to na me na to ye no o mo fi say ye nko ne bi beto ye no o mo ntwe 4 years e kwa anwa
be bantem kora
e kwa anwa because amanfo start
4 years
amanfo start esu e kasa na so mo mfoma to fem me mbe so mo so na esi enua no emfa shishem nensi no mo toko so nye do mo ye na na mere no abeso Ghana fo be kire wo mo trimude na ato wo mo no mo fi se na de 2 million de ama wo mo no mo anye bia no e mo ko parliament a bibia yo mo dia de mo pe bia no mo ye no Ghana fo e be tinte skoko de a kire wo mo coming days
but me that say Ernest J vice chairman ewo Menshia North constituency ono akoya a lecturer ewo KSTU on the name NLT no sanso na honorable Akwasi Kunadu MP for Menshia North constituency, former deputy minister for lands and natural resources and also Jumedies together with a lawyer Evans Osei Bunsu of a year Obribwahe Chambers Mpedifua Eshia Wujumedi so enono. Na yanko yedibe mention KK, let's brace ourselves up for more disappointing scenarios. John Mahama told the NDC lawyers prior to 2024 elections that he didn't trust the CJ and that he believed changing the CJ would enable him reset the judiciary. He can sack everyone, but he can never change the constitution to make him rule for more than 4 years, no matter how long it takes. Abanfono beba ewieye debi. My regards to your respected panel, especially my brother, Honorable Akwasi Kunadu, George Opoku Amponsa, the former rights. Now, yabeko other matters so. Na and somebody the HSA Edika Nemo no Yedi Ebeka Ghana Bar Association last week Afayoma can a year Omwa a year involved and as a concerned citizen be a titru more judiciary no no na honorable aka be was a lawyer kindness aka ma nyamuse me yonko onko na member bi da me the time eko okoya no anaso okoya no ochina ebedru so it's yenjune o mine. We have only one Ghana. I know any yenjune ho. Honorable yabako other matters so now honorable other matters no where there as a former deputy lands the natural resources minister Galami say in 100 days the class that can ho so bed ban Galami say if I'm not mistaken they can ho say the other way around them yabeka Galami say boom fight NDC and no mu ashasi esu she say the omu de no mu su say ade no ententam esua no mu esu and omu de nam baby tano awin MP yebi chairman Swansea yebi and omu de nam nchen and apuntam mine no but honorable fight against Galami say and 106 days President Mahama Betsna Akuyano so who wanna say
the money is soon minister is your so usu kontumpo efidi ana akwadura efidira utwa eja wajo omna ebeto aba ti all leading members of the NDC including the flag bearer and the now president. I mean, I don't know na me hear free ho. I'm not obey the State of the Nation's address. They made it very clear. Say as at the time na omokasa in September, October, November, December no, we should declare a state of emergency. If you remember, His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo did that when he came into office for about 2 years, so that at least it will give us an idea, any breathing space. Said by ya with me, and the Medina say ABC, I don't know. Omo kaya in declare state of emergency. So they say there were reasons, sound reasons, money and there. I remember the former UTAG was the president.
Yeah.
And on a
Jumper.
you know Ghana Shippers Authority.
Ghana Shippers.
Now me tea Nancy Miriam Ship. And I tea another one. I think the person is now head of Ghana Tourism Development Authority. He's also another professor. The one who says
Mensa.
Also said when you be
ama and the field
and the field in any area no.
Jump so slow down.
Or see any field no. But I sat then and we're chinidi and then the field or no Chelsea yen declare state of an emergency for that. Professor Jampo. Or Ghana Shippers Authority. And no reposo. It's no una sasibim. And no reposo to one sasibim. I thought them. Nana Guso. Kunya kwasa ya pin.
Basaje no kaba.
And ohunu ebiem. Adan ya say of free minister na offer. And they say so o ka ban hu to free minister na offer. No one ka ban hu do person say na ohunu de ekoso. Now you see the challenge that I have. Deputy National Organizer of the NDC. Just about 5-6 months ago, Chinemu, you declare, I say, now you see, declare state of emergency. Do you want the country to collapse? How do you expect foreigners to come and do business? Foreign direct investments, we declare state of emergency. And you know, because they had no clue as to what they were going to do. The minister now was not in any interview, no. He said the same thing in the state of emergency. Now there is one particular woman I think Nana Ya Jantwa, or a presidential staffer. Aye. Mamma was who and I near trained in the call a munia will be a woman I near Chimo Doko, who was also an agent in the Juma. Najin and Kwamba, Nani Pedrian and Nakumeo. Jinemu, if you remember her, anything she was so passionate about this declare state of emergency money out here. Sam George, Minister for Communication, Jata, Mimi no. Ote Joy Money TV3 money out here. Or see if the president, who is the commander in chief of the Ghana for so and so Sikasano, who are dead that could say, dead there. Who's a football for no cover ball, and do she go Pauka so or Bobby. No Bobby. If he wants to end Galami today, and 100 days a term, you call 109 days, and I'm a boy. Yeah. President Winuku Mabim, on your commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. I'm not a graduate. Watch a shoe white, trouser white, top white, a chair white. On what this is Ashen in chair, and no man chair is in his Susomi you cry. I know. I said, no man chair you cry. So he tells us that he's even portraying, say, one of the commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, WONTUMI. WONTUMI stop Galami in 90 days. In a civil society in Ako. And then you can see you now, and I'm a boy. And then you for more. Even in rainy season, go, I come here. I choose to sign on you and they won't see anymore. Because the reason is this: when we were fighting it, now you can say a broader consultation, stakeholder engagement, because I'm running the Ewoho, Benny Patini, and it's what they are come up. If you remember, a room maybe now excavators need to work now. The crowd say, "Oh, my demobilize excavator and into the work now. A treasure to money idea." They say, "Hey, Madam, say excavators 40 BIRA." Minister ne be chire mu say, "And go find no to control board in two corner. The one the about bishop no to the entina ama ayra." Oh, the end here. You have very sound good reasons. I say you to an internal excavator naira. That is the challenge that we have, but the point is this: it will be very difficult for the minister to fight Galami. Very difficult. Because one trust a nya butre one pension and you know the could be na air persistent. There can be no fi. No more share or much tough 1 hour ye jumedi no kutupa. And I'll give you a classical example. Kwaku and the former CEO of Mencom and on a petroleum hub. CEO Tony Obi. Ejina mrenim kachire won say enam se yebeto abentina yama asrafo na omobo ho ban na yeden akoni na before na no petrol nsuo no so no eko ye to abani wie ya ebesa ade omaba dom ka kachire mo say ombe mo matene mu aye adwuma no nti de ombete se abo aba no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama awe no obi afa ne ma no omra no meye adwuma papa ya ne betwitwa nsase ndi ama mu no ogina ho why say de she na ko ba wanya ha nko petroleum hub enti dia ne be ma nipa no ofise na aban na aba obse ekodi game onwuram kwaya ne enwura mu dakra no yenwura kwaye mu dakra no mu ni ade na ene nipa gumo e galamsi eno betima de be excavator bia be 200 at a go adwuma so they are saying now the seriousness of the matter now so is there I was there na say na PMMC a convert your gold board me nya some information. The intent of the gold board is to use gold as a buffer for your currency na ye wono. His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Aminchiano. When we started gold for oil, gold for reserves, ammonia there no. If as a better na higher ammonia there. But no means say one of the sound basis in finance. So between the natural resource of that caliber na then aye diama. And also no problem. But the whole intent is say can any and far by sika ne koto gold no. In trap budget in farm PMMC. So on fan koto gold. Now some budget no you try $297 million. Any a day ma. So on fan koto gold. Go to person no. Now what you be 3 tons of gold. 1 ton be 1,000 kg to 3,000 kilos of gold every week. No, let's be very candid. Everyone go 3,000 kilos of gold free. They're going to encourage these small scale mining illegally. So they will be able to get the 3 tons. So how the yaba directive biaba say obi no licensing biano to deal in the gold sphere bia with PMMC biano is being revoked ammonia there. But I know where constitution I think say they must you cannot pass an act and say a law benya retrospective effect ammonia there e ba ne sana e be kwati and I think article 36 or so so no so 8 years ani ma no enyam it must have prospective effect obi a no a subsistent contract be PMMC na nyira we can be from a metaphor na aba it is a name me no keki e wo contract na won sisa wudi we de Kwaku Kyeremanteng na we de Kwaku Kyeremanteng boaten we de afamra kwan so as na so makwa Kwaku Kyeremanteng boaten ti wo kan me ntwa na ri padua na ya ri padua ni hadi na asesa e je ho say no onya botem but dey ya ye hu ne say na me video ni di na me minister na se bia me no a ni kwa se misu o se ka me resign because we I didn't bro so a any problem be you just have to resign and give somebody with the idea and the competence money at the end to come and do because no it is not purely about emotions any emotions near there and an act to play to the gallery. And that's how I find it. And you see, the hypocrisy in the fight of this idea, anyhow we are dealing with any area. Look, Keki, go back about 4 or 5 months ago. Major television stations in this country, some of them are not particular to be what to say. Ebia enso tano brim 7 next so near the morning show. GTV Munyayebi. The pictures and the videos are there. And then young ko sebi mam yehun sin nso na ni site. Young ko se yehun. Koto de ne bodwe. Ye nyankire. Onye ne nam yanwi because e de ne wo mu. Poison wo mu. E bro woni nam. You see, that is the challenge. You see, do you remember? Near the cameras say, near the coach nsuo near your press conference. Anameboa. Yeah, the cameras could near your press conference. And the cameras asana. And the phones they create camera and the crown. A bini de see as you create. I don't think say WONTUMI. Also, a continuous update and progress. And nechi. Because you will be so much of an idea be mad. Let's see, be the river guards.
Yeah.
ye train omo with the no pere on some pere on some ye do omo training money ade ye do medin pere. If you look at them, say some kind the river guards omo ko bonsuo no ho ban. Okay, easy for you. Pru se pru omo ye nam so ma dan de ko pere omo be say pray ni be free bibia mu da money ade. And now they ko bonsuo no ho ban. When navies were provided with speed boats, when drones were given to Minerals Commission, and Ukraine say ntimi anya hweti ye state of emergency na the pere na ekwotin su nani omo no amna ekwa say medie no su nani e ka minister na ba enu achi oba ya be na wotwe mienu ntam pepepe o say 9 forest reserves meboa no anka 9 forest reserves and na ye ntimi nwem ni 2 weeks pepe o say agi 7 yes am okache na 2 ne kura no afiri da ba yellow as in
I don't pass one modi on no be Nkansah Nkansah
wa be the family ade because he came to answer a question on the floor.
Okay, on the floor of Parliamentary.
Yes. So
initially one modi
money ade. What's in 9 of our forest reserves and na wa mani mu ayentimi nwura mu kura protect ana meboa nyame aboa mo agi mu nson akami afesu ande they afesu ande it is a yenokra pa say de na wo ka ne sa bre no e yenokra e na begye nsem because what she nkrofo no kutupa and obi ntimi nso obi ano obnebra ne money bede and they are in there and enye say hayi nko akra na ekoso sa so ha adwen ho enye illegal mine ne nko ho to understand say na illegal chain so nyina pagya ni muso kopoku kromoni ade ni bechem kwanta ye ko tokwa twitwa ye ho ase kan nyina because obi feel say baby on better that they are just ekra. People are doing even modified tonja systems. Baby are yet be ni bia me enyini kra even under green Ghana money and they now buy also be the tree for life and blue water intina de e buy no KKY we amani Kyeremanteng na just any papa ne wase any papa ne wase we better green Ghana any problem that you change the name money and there. But you see, you must acknowledge the effort that has been made. And now so meant me acknowledge the efforts that were being made, you know. And then nothing I didn't say my soon. But me, I did back in America. There is nowhere we should condone illegal mining in any form or shape. And that is what His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, any our time in the ministries, Honorable John Abujina Posam, the minister, never rested on making sure that illegal mining activities will be nipped in the bud. But enam say na no aba the trend is no bia so agina so anya nkan ena ne wa branch bia ode ania mo ho ne honorable speaker of parliament there mo say agina no mo ye demonstration esi a major referral hospital in this country 37 military hospital kwanse ye mpene manipa kranko ena de na esi ena de ne ya enwanwa enu ti emenkranhye ba enu ntim esi obi isu a o kire wo ya di nipa to woni ekwa akosie no a enu osu osie ministry no trying to bury the ministry and that is the problem that we have now.
Honorable Akwesi Kuredu, former deputy minister for lands and natural resources and Ochrebusano member lawyer Hona Afe Yabono Tofana Gastomix Chat Nancy na Galami said yahumu nyina Professor Jampu Kobi Mensano na yedi anu central force be feeling be feeling ya na wudi ansem trodi ko na dima ado de ebo na baso bana ansem hu se yenu anu bia yin appointment hu se na mo kan na me dedodo e fa pe but stop Galami say now hashtag ni ya rebrofo no ene o petroleum hub sisi odo wa kwa kwhye ye corporate yi ye monitoring kwa ye ntinafa ye monitoring kwa me wo se ye pa akwasi asare odo so Bank of Ghana and Raymond Akwa enso akwa kwhye Ministry of Finance enti something to learn from them and NDC enti me Nkansah enu ntie but I love the tone. Stop Galami say now hashtag and then
Cannot river water. Look at the color. River water. Look at the color. And no one else will be in South. You know, farmer. You know, so you can be in South. I can't say.
Stop Galami say that hashtag.
I can't even hear you. I'm number into the Ketuabina and run. I'm a convention number 1. Now, dear me, who were honor. mere huye na nim say site no ma abandon no nsuo adane te say pool ama ayiri na cross kwan nim to do ka fam anya ize untimi na the new yan say hon kwala agu nsuo no munwene so number 1 ene nsuo no mo num bi no mo dware na me gina ho be 30 minutes na me ra ho say whom should I contact na me kan tinwene so number 1 hena ho any leaders a wonwene so number 1 omo modne say ombe wone san kwala ni nyina say nsuo no mercury na wo mu no omo dware no omo nom na de how kese bebre omo bidu ba bi na the same you know makoyi mu apata kese ya twitwa se ne nipa gu so na omo to western north okoha na the mechanism keke sa minister we nyo no an bigina parliament egu na nado animu asese de ne de beka wo galamsey ene ade egu na nado that day me rehwe abrana me hwe say ogu na nado animu ase na nado ye politician say wo bonu tutu wo ye ne dan papa ne timi tena no osre or ye guy rough minister we gu na animu ase to the extent say o ma capture our parliament wo say mo parliamentary hands at ne ne man ni nyina wom na ade amen say they said the honorable can idea na was why ya say or resign so if he said juma na abro so you see eba Muhammad ba no ka 24-hour economy na bia me ka say 24-hour economy no enye bibi e da ho na okofa abo it's about say with the technology eba now my light na flew 24-hour na security personnel say ye adwuma ye ko UK no and this ankrofo ni nyina ye adwuma na technology ye adwuma na police protect wo na light ni gina so 24 and na ko UK 24-hour economy nti edro nyumra kwa na wo ko azda akwakoto drink anoma ubenya bi you see oye ba no akate bia special technology remote sensing me geography remote sensing first degree remote sensing or they capture information about yinsu
na so the AI
the AI what you say AI no ya what you say now what they capture community engagement and me from mutaka so he say o kan say o man na condemn mo aban no tama ye dey Aisha wan hwan dey ball no koye me from no say ye che waye mo nko the woman say Ghana won emra wo ye wo mra ye de bedi ba wonim emra no odi ni tum kra wo be kwa kwetwa age no ama obo so betwa charge na e wo ma wo say pia obetena o man
but say NPP ye bi so obo the boy chi
omo the boy chi
onu kwa de onu aye policy
they say we
omo aye the policy
omo aye the policy
me say Niger Burkina eni ade nyina say obi etu gala na de me dey kan say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wasake say nipa we nyina oba ye yi wo mu nyina di afra dwuma mu etu fi say dwuma ben no be
China for the obon ko Ghana di oye de illegal I don't know the
omo ye dwuma na obesake wo mu sesi omo ba ye omo besake wo mu nyina de na omo nkoye gala no omo san kwa akotu enipa ya besake wo mu from various ministries edwuma omo ye nyina ya besake wo mu without any justifiable reason say bind that dan na fa wo mu ntino ka wo say nipa ni nyina oni adwuma bia ya wan ko robbery a obekọ gala site no so akotu galamse ene na ama galamse no say aginsam eti aban no ni say aban bi hyebo ana na adwuma bi wontimi nya o read article 57 I think 4 or 7 wa e just say you incompetent yetimi to test majority o betimi remove aban no so resign
Martin
so fi say galamse
China dey di onko Ghana dey di obegu na adwuma China dey kotina no ndi fi disika na Ghana ni yo ye dey legally owned dey dey osebegu adwuma we aban be ni ababo Nanka okay bibi ba me na wase.
Oh, mama so me na wase. Na me na wase. In the areas no say by their fruits. You shall know them. A man is trapped by the words. Ram by its horns. You soon you buy na near the position, you know. And near ba ben mu na dan in issue. Esi ni nim. Ana ni mu ben man since human san wa ham. But bibia no na chese wo nim dia because unim a wo kan wasem say. Zab unim no na kan wasem. Ese sense na the dan Kwaku ado. No one so mine no ayiwa network botoku in 2016 no one against all odds and we will say because one side has given us an opportunity to reflect yen na dodo no kura ka say wura we the bear men first time no ahwe mo friend school against all odds he did it now do aba bedru unim na okogina nsuo no mu ye press conference and then aba bi so be kan say imune but the seriousness and na lawyer can be name mo free apamomi what's the my permit teacher for no I'm just no press a crack by almost verification. This a basin on verification. Somewhere around February basin. Fair teacher for Nebus almost your former. My friend Nebusa.
Hey,
how much if you didn't know money?
Gastro mixture, nature medics consult here. Ernest, Bedawasi. Why? Ernest, Beda, Ernest, AJ, Ase, Sanso, and a year. Honorable Akwesi Kunadu, Meda Honorable Akwesi Kunadu, so as a MP for Benchia North Constituency, former Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Sansuna lawyer Evans Osei Bunsu, Meda lawyer, so as a papa. Na Ebra Gasto Mixture Etnasi, na a year Elvis Kujo Day, aka Kwame. Elvis Kujo Day, aka Kwame. Sise no de member busuafo nyina hyede wakan chine egu na yame aduma memene da 26 April na eye na ye ewo anwian kwanta ofnase Kokoben School Park no so wonma nti Elvis Kujo Day the late aka Kwame na ye no eba so memene day ofnase Kokoben School Park wonma gasto yes, Felix mema wakaba
ya ejo
na ho ye de
Nyankopon adom
ne dayamias
Nyankopon adom
ye dayamias Elvis also far you too far
yo medase ye pa opanyin kese edin kan ma menchia watiefo ne wahwefo